I went to the opening day of our farmer's market and found this gorgeous candle.
But this is 10%.
Hey, John.
I just got home from a counseling appointment. I'm not doing as much counseling as I have been, which is really nice because I am learning how to cope with things on my own again. Uh, yeah, I love my counselor. She's amazing. She has helped me navigate this whole grief process, and I'm so grateful for that. Her office is so inviting, peaceful. She's been doing construction on it for a while and it's really coming together. So today, my really good friend's mom had dropped off a bunch of fabric for Sarah, my friend, to give to me. And oh my goodness, there are 6 bags of fabric. And I guess there's even some notions and stuff in here. Like notions are like lace, thread, that kind of stuff. But yes, I am really excited to go through all of this stuff, and it's going to take me a while. Fun times. Let's get to these bags. I'm going to basically go through them and put the stuff that I don't want back in the bag, and the things that I want to keep, I will keep. Bag number 2. I'm doing pretty well. This is all I kept from the first bag. And anything I don't keep, I'm going to see if any of my friends want it. It's pretty cool because the way that I met my very good friend Sarah was through Blythe. And we met at a convention, one of the first ones in the US, in Portland, Oregon. And her mom made dresses. So she hasn't been doing that for I don't know how many years, but she finally went through all this fabric. And so this is stuff she would use for the dresses. And I'm so happy that she thought of me when she was getting rid of it. Bag number 3. And my pile is starting to grow a little bit. Bag number 4. I'm actually getting quite a collection of stick pins, which is nice. These are nice to have. So, super stoked about that. Bag number 5. Oh, how fun. I have not really sewn with tulle much every once in a while, but oh my gosh, there are so many amazing colors and textures of tulle in here that I think I'm going to hold on to all of it and see if I don't enjoy doing something with them. And the final bag. Again, there is so much fun stuff in here. Well, all I can say is wow, and thank you, Sandy. I kept this fabric, and then I kept all of this tulle, which is amazing. And now I have 3 full bags of fabric to give to one of my friends. So that was a lot of fun. And after I work out, I am going to do some sewing. I just finished working out. I have really made a point of working out consistently for the last, I guess it's been 3 weeks. And no matter what, 3 times a week, I do one of my workout videos. And then I try to be as active as possible by doing yard work, going for a walk, stuff like that. But I just think it's helping me to feel so much better, not just for my grief, but for my hormones. Because, oh, hormones. Happy Friday. Today I'm going to be talking about perimenopause. I started going through perimenopause when I was 43 years old, changes in my sleep, physical changes, changes in my period. For like the time I was 11 until 43, my periods were exactly 28 days every month. I had severe PMS, mood wise. I didn't really have a lot of physical stuff except for when I was really younger, like 11 to 13. I probably had cramps, stuff like that. But after that, it was just like, just emotional, wanted to eat more, that kind of stuff. And then when perimenopause hit, I had a whole bunch of other changes. I would say that for the last, I don't know. Gosh, it might almost be about 10 years. I was having periods every 2 weeks. That sucks. But like they had told me, numerous doctors had told me, some women have them further apart, some people have them closer together. And I was just a closer together kind of person. In the last year in particular, I've noticed other big changes. I went 6 months without a period, and then it was like 4 months, and now it's like 2 months. So like I'm just going back and forth. Like sometimes they're way further apart, and I think, ooh, am I gonna fully go into menopause now? But no, I'm just staying here at this perimenopause part. It's hard. The emotional stuff actually has gotten way better. And part of that is that I started going on hormones, I would say probably 6 or 7 years ago. Actually, it might even be longer now. It might be closer to 8 years. But I started getting so many physical and emotional symptoms that I was just like, I'm going on hormones. I had always said I won't take them if I don't need them, but it got to a point where I was like, yeah, I got to do something. And the first thing they wanted to do was put me on antidepressants. And I'm like, dude, I want the hormones. Like, that's the problem. And sure enough, as soon as I started the hormones, like things got a lot better, but there's just stuff, I can't eat what I used to eat and weigh what I used to weigh anymore. And with grief, it really has compounded things. When Mike first passed away, I just stopped eating and dropped like 10 pounds. And now, like, I'm probably 20 pounds overweight right now. And I'm just like, it sucks. I'm making changes, but I need to get more serious about the changes. One change that I've made recently is 3 weeks ago, I made a pact with myself that 3 times a week I would do a workout. And I've been sticking to it and I feel really good. I do at least 3 times a week, I do my little exercise videos. And then I just try to be active any other chance that I get, going for a walk, doing yard work, that kind of stuff. And this morning I got on the scale, and I know the scale sucks. It can't tell you everything, but it was a combination of getting on the scale and putting my clothes on this morning. And I just feel so bloated, so gross, um, that I was like, okay, it's time to make another change. For years, I did Whole 30, and it's very restrictive. It's hard to do. I mean, I would do the 30-day challenge, and then I would still try to stick mostly to eating Whole 30. Um, I do find that I want more carbs, like healthy carbs, even. And with Whole 30, there are no like breads, rice, pasta, quinoa, nothing. And so I thought my next thing is going to be, I quit creamer, like flavored sugary creamer in my coffee a couple years ago. And now I always have half and half in my coffee. And I decided that's the next thing to go. It's a lot of calories and a lot of like really empty calories, honestly. And so I'm either going to start drinking black coffee again, which I only like it iced black, or I'm just going to go to black tea. Um, and then eventually it would be nice just to cut the caffeine out altogether, because in my experience, when I'm not drinking caffeine, my weight's just down naturally. I don't know why that is. I'm sure there's studies about it, but yeah, so I'm just ready to make that next change. And then the next change will be something else. But I just find when I quit smoking, I weaned off of cigarettes for a year, and it helped me to completely quit. And I've been off of cigarettes for 27 years. So, yeah, I really want to make some changes that are going to help me long term, especially as I am really sliding into menopause. My mom gained 60 pounds during menopause. I've gained 20. I do not want it to go up anymore, and I want it to actually just go away. And if I'm honest with myself, part of the weight gain has been this last year in particular, I've been depressed. It's just the next cycle of the grief cycle. It's the next stage of the grief cycle. And yeah, it's time for me to get a handle on it. I'm going to be sad sometimes, but I need to find new ways to effectively deal with that sadness, not food. So I just got to get honest about my portion servings, portion control, and yeah, I gotta knock off the sugar. I like to put sugar in there in little bitty sneaky ways. Whether it's a hard candy, or I mean, sugar's just not good for anybody, but it's especially not good with mood, with bloating, with a bunch of different things. I mean, sugar is poison, and I hate that because it's really, really tasty. But cigarettes were poison. I quit that. Drinking was poison for me. I quit that. Um, it's just a constant battle for me my whole life to keep my weight down and to do things that are healthy for me, not unhealthy. So I just wanted to talk about that today because I know I'm not alone. there's a bunch of women my age going through the same thing. And everybody's symptoms and battle with perimenopause is different. Some are similar or the same, but I just want to make it more normalized, you know? Weight happens. It doesn't mean that we're bad people, you know? Addiction happens. It doesn't mean we're bad people, but if we're uncomfortable, there are things that we can do about it. And I think maybe my struggle with addiction in all realms, because I am an alcoholic, is more prevalent in so many areas. Like, luckily, I've never had a problem with gambling. It's not something that appeals to me at all, but I have shopping addiction, food addiction, I'm sure like a million other addictions, but yeah, so I'm just all about accountability today. And so far, you know, the exercise thing is back on track. And now it's just time to get a handle on coffee, caffeine, and just the extra calories that can go into that. So, anyway, I hope you have a great Friday. And that's my 2 cents.